I was asking him how how you network and be able to get around. Just tell me a little bit about it, what you do, why you started it.
Okay, why I started, actually, how I started and why I started, a friend of mine, she was a pretty popular nail tech, actually, a friend of mine,
Okay.
and she was doing it. She put it together. I'm like, I'm gonna try it. I never tried it before. And when I went out there, I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it. So I was looking forward to the next times and the next time, but of course, busy people be doing their people things,
Of course.
So she wasn't able to. So I like, well, I know how to do it. I'm gonna do it myself.
Right.
I just started just like that by myself. Before it was cooking food, it was like maybe get a pizza and stuff. Then I was like, the first time I did it, I'd rather cook, and it might be
Right.
more, and it's gonna be more fulfilling for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then what was the other question? Did I do it?
Yeah, you did
I did
it.
it.
So
Okay,
so
cool.
so I act like usually when people do stuff for like homeless people, it's because it was something that was personal to them, like
Mhm.
they experienced it or they know they got family. So was that the case with you?
Very much so. Very
Okay.
much so. Before all of that, growing up and had my own apartment, lost my apartment for a minute, and was staying with somebody. That didn't work. Got up out of there and staying in my car
Okay.
for a minute, for a slight second, very temporary compared to others, but nonetheless, I felt that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can relate, and I'm a very caring person. It's me seeing those people on the side of the street. It does something to me. Like if I could just help them last a little bit longer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I might can't help them last forever, but let me
Right.
help them last a little bit longer right now in the moment. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And that's what drives me. That's what drives me. I had a friend. She thought I could do it. People started tapping in saying they don't know when I could do it. I like, well, I might as well make this official. 501c3, nonprofit.
Okay.
Let's do the logistics. Had a friend who knew a friend that was a lawyer. Did all my paperwork for the logistics situation, EINs and tax numbers. And it's been history ever since. Every last Sunday of the month since 2017 and haven't missed a day.
Okay. So I'm gonna follow up with two questions.
Okay.
One, I want to get involved, so I want you to definitely let me know
Well,
because
that,
I haven't really experienced homelessness, but I was raised by a single mother,
okay,
so
same.
I experienced moving every year. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
Or like
understand.
coming home and like, damn, the lights off. Like we running extension cords through the back. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right,
Through the
right,
backyard to the neighbors'
right,
houses.
right.
So, but also to follow up with that, do you plan on doing something beyond just feeding them? Because in the new age we live in, you have like the container houses, you have like the
Indeed.
small houses. Like, do you plan to do something like with your nonprofit beyond just feeding them, like maybe some addiction counseling? Because if you look at it, a lot of them, they aren't bad people. They aren't people who even made bad choices.
Right, right,
They may have went to a party,
right.
picked up the
Things
wrong
went
cup,
left, right,
or they veterans, you know what I'm saying, and
right.
they just ain't got the resources, or they single mothers, because I'm a single mother, you know what
Mm,
I'm saying? So it's like they
understand.
single mothers, and it's like, damn, a bad break. So
Right.
do you plan on, my bad,
It's all
doing
good.
something beyond just feeding them?
Definitely, very much so. I'm a person that just walk the path and let the path unravel for itself.
Okay.
It's been thought about and it's been in my mind. And I done seen it in my mind. A lot of people ask me about it. I'm definitely looking forward to the future, seeing what can come. I can't make a definite, but I'm
Okay.
pretty sure. Like I'm all for personal development, just like things like this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Personal development of humanity as a whole, everywhere,
Okay.
all genders, all nationality, all beliefs, all religions,
Right.
regardless. I'm for the greater good of everybody.
Okay.
And I'm giving you my card.
Okay.
I'm giving you my IGs.
Okay.
The website on the card, and we're gonna. I'm looking
Okay.
forward to seeing in the future.
Nah, for sure. So for somebody who want to start a nonprofit, like
Talk to
what's
me.
because I was telling him, like, I'm from Florida. You know
Florida.
what I'm saying? I've always had a passion for young black men.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because I feel like people can say they want, but the man is the head of the household. The
Right.
man is the top of the food chain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I've noticed that even in society, the people who they attack is the man. You get the man out the picture, you can kind of, somebody said it to me yesterday, like
It's deep. It's
they
a good
move
one.
single mothers into the projects because they're a project.
It
You know what
is.
I'm saying? Like we
Yes.
can see if you can sustain these kids
Right.
by themselves, but we're gonna come kill them.
Right.
Believe we coming to screw with them because
Right.
guess what? Like we know that you can't fully do what needs to be done
Function,
for a
flow.
man. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So
Right.
it's just like
Breaking the body of the home.
right.
Right.
So
Right.
I've always had a passion for young black men, and I feel like they're being targeted more and more every day. like, you know, I see you got the water boys,
Indeed.
you know what I'm saying? I just be trying to figure out sometimes like how is so much money in Atlanta, but you still got these boys on the corner selling water instead of somebody, you know, just for example, going to buy a bunch of vending machines. You get 2 or 3 of them, like, this your machine, this your machine, this your machine. Not only are you teaching them responsibility, teaching them how to negotiate, how to put on clothes and go and negotiate, get those contracts signed, you also creating generational wealth, because not only am I teaching you, damn, I'm going to teach little cuz, I'm going to go teach my homie, I'm going to go teach the little boy down the block. You know what I'm saying? So I've always had the passion, you know. So I also, like, for me, like, how would I go about, because I got my business plan, I got, you know, what I want to do, the name, the mission. So how would I go about doing that?
Logistic wise, what I can do, I can refer you to the lawyer who did great for me, Miss Sandra. And like I said, like I told the kid, you just work with what you got. Work with what you got and keep going that route. Even if you don't know what's the next to come, life got a funny way of giving us what's next to come without us even knowing, as long as we following that purpose and path of what we spoken to the world. You know what I mean? Just keep doing the groundwork. I started, by myself cooking. You know what I mean? Now I got 50, 25 people tapping in sometimes and feeding, even when I was doing it by myself, feeding hundreds of people. And now I'm feeding a lot more, you know what I mean? So everything you're trying to do, you doing it. It's just about the small steps too, as much as the big step. Just keep walking that path. Just keep walking that path. And be mindful of the fact that the path you're walking forward. You're closer to that objective of what you made and allow for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then with this hat, like you were saying with the hat, I got a friend, I'm very connected in the city for sure. Come from that, literally come from that. Like I told the kids, you know, knucklehead, but I was the knucklehead. I was that menace. I was, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know you was keeping it a little PG with them, you know.
Yeah. So like with that, me seeing the wall, but like I was telling the kids too, I see myself in y'all just as much as y'all see me. You know what I'm saying? Right now. Like, so I know if I was in these times, I'd probably be out there selling water too. And I wouldn't be selling no water. It's gonna look like I'm selling water. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So just me symbolizing, and it's like at a point to some people who know Atlanta, it's a nostalgia of Atlanta. You know what I mean? I'm really from the streets of Atlanta, the urban communities, the walk of life that's been shunned upon, you know what I mean? Making decisions that I could have made better decisions, but all those decisions I made allowed me to be at a point now where I'm at to be able to share some light with you, help you get more along and doing greater goods of the world, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you for doing that, because that means you got a heart.
Oh, no, one thing about it, my kids say I love, you know, I love these kids because the kids are our future. And not being funny, when you look out and you look at our future, it's scary. It's a scary sight, because you got to think, this is like, I was talking to one of the parents, the millennials, which I am. She said we the microwave generation. I said, well, if that's the case, it's the air fryer generation. You know what I'm saying? It's quick, it's easy, and it's still good in a sense. But in reality, it's really not. You know what I'm saying? Because in the future, you can't ask TikTok how to do an open heart surgery. Not being funny, but if you look at the amount of kids, I want to be an NBA player, I want to be this. How many of them say they want to be a plumber, a welder, HVAC, a doctor, engineer, architect, a lawyer? So if you keep that in mind, if everybody want to be an NBA player, everybody want to be a rapper, everybody want to be a street nigga, who gon', if I get in trouble, who gonna defend me? If I get hit in a car accident, who gonna take care of me? You know what I'm saying? I feel like we need to bring our kids back to, like, yeah, all that is cool, but let me give you some other options. Like, as a welder, you come in making $60,000. That's a beginner. Our kids don't know that. They just see like, oh, you a welder, you a worker, like, not knowing like he started out making 60 bands in the door, don't know what he doing. That man probably 6-7 figures right now, starting his own business, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I think that's why my heart go out to young black men, because they're target. Look at the music.
The horizon isn't as bright as outside of our culture. It come from the conditionings, you know what I'm saying? I understand it, and that's what's more presented to us, the entertainers. And it's entertaining. That's why we get a feel from it as a kid as well, you know what I mean? So that's what we more drawn into until we get that more brightening of the horizon. Like, a guy like who do the sports, but get what? I got a job. I went to school,
See,
so I threw that in there too.
You blew my mind when you said that. I'm like, okay, and I don't think they caught it.
Yeah.
Like it's they so focused on like, oh, he got the belt, he got the medal.
Some probably caught it.
Not. I mean,
You know,
they did, but the ones who needed to catch it in a sense,
Yeah.
it's like it went over their head. Like, no, he went to school. Like he
it's
he
part
knew,
of it.
like he knew, like not like a backup plan. Because I got what you were saying. You was
Yeah.
like you could do it out, but it's like at the end of the day, like it's kind of like a when boxing over, when the belts are hung up, I could go. I got a nonprofit.
Yeah.
I go to school. I got a degree.
Right.
I got this job. I got this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like with our kids, it's either they presented with one option.
Mhm.
You got the drugs, you got the guns, you got the games,
Mhm.
or it's like go to school, play basketball, be a rapper. It's
Mhm.
like, but
Or go to the army. Yeah.
and a lot of them, it's like they're not fit for the army because
Yeah.
they don't have the discipline here.
Right.
We go to the army, that's a whole different discipline. That's a whole different ball game.
And then
Like,
that's a whole different type of discipline than how it used to be even in that. Because those the same generations leading to the less of the discipline. So the ones who teaching the discipline, not even this
don't
discipline.
even know what discipline is.
Right. It's like, well, I'm in charge now, so it's like, shoot. Y'all just do what y'all want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot less.
Or if you look at it, it's kind of like the prison system.
Yeah. It's all structurized.
Just like the school.
Right.
I preach that all the time. Like if you look at a school, like look how it's structured. Look at the lines that it is.
The
You know what I'm
same
saying?
bricks.
The same bricks, the same four walls.
Yeah.
Like we want you to sit here for an hour,
The same
do what we
time.
say,
Lunch at a
or
certain time, breakfast at a certain time.
you move in structure at a certain time.
Right.
You come in, you release at the same time.
In the
Like
line.
you got to release that. You come in August, you being released in May.
Walking on this side of the hallway. Yeah.
It's that
all
school
the
to prison,
same.
but people don't. That's not talked about enough. That school to prison pipeline.
Right.
And like, yeah, I mean, lo and behold, this is a black school,
Right.
and it's great and it's amazing. But what do we tell our kids when they walk out the door? Because this only go to 8th grade.
Correct.
What do we tell our kids when they march up that driveway and now you back on MLK?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is safe haven.
It is.
But you go left or right, you got MLK, you got Bankhead.
Right.
What you gonna tell them then? Because once they walk out the gate, that's what's presented to them.
Right. That's
Unless you gonna keep playing money to go to these private schools. Yeah. It's like when you go to Westlake, and I'm not from here like I said, but when you go to the Westlake, you go to Mays, and you go to all these different schools, now you got different. Now you've been shown something different. Then what do we tell our kids?
They start in the home, and then like you said, from the home, the homes have been broken. The structure of the home's been broken, so it's all a trickle down effect of just like you said.
Because the black man is not the home. The black man is the black woman is the most powerful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the black man is also up there too.
Right. Different powers, both powerful, both
it's balance.
For what they do.
It's a balance of power.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why my heart go out to black men. I mean, my daddy was in my life. My mama, she was a single parent.
Right.
But my daddy was in my life.
Right.
That's why I'm able to be secure in myself and, know who I am, know how to stand on my own. But it's like when I look at our kids, it's like, dang.
Do they have that? Where is that? It's lessening, you feel me? Yeah.
Or it's more popular to be like, oh, well, my daddy ain't around. It's just like
my baby daddy, my baby mama. Forget my baby mama.
And to me, that is so wild that the amount of men that is just that's just so hyped to be like
free. I'm free from
my
forget
baby
them.
mama.
I can do it myself.
My baby mama.
I'm wifing them. You know what I'm saying? I'm wifing my husband. You feel me? Yeah, but yeah.
Our culture has definitely shifted. It took a turn. That's why I respect you. You come out, you talking to these kids. Because honestly, not even fun. Like these kids more well off than us.
I've heard. Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
These like
financially, but the mind. That's where you gotta put the real investment in.
But it's also like how people talk about the white people. Like, they got money, but they don't got time.
Right.
That's why the kids act the way they do. And coming here, like I said, I've been working with rich white kids all my career. I've been at private school. So for it to flip and me to be working with rich black kids, it's like, y'all talk about them, but it's the same thing. Y'all got money, but y'all don't got the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got the time, you don't got the money.
And time is really more valuable than the actual time is the most valuable currency.
Because you could get money, you can't get time back. You can go get your money back.
Right.
You can't get your time back.
Right.
So it's like, I think that's why my heart go out to young black men.
And experiences is more remembered than the values of things because material things diminish. Material things get lost. Material things get stolen. It can be taken away. But a memory and experience is never taken away, which take time. And time is that reason being the most valuable currency in humanity.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm looking forward to everything. And my social is we got A.B.W with the number 1, and that is stand for a better world. And the foundation, the nonprofit one, and then my personal, it's a little bit more exaggerating, and it's the real me. You know what I'm saying? Because it is another me. I'm not just me with the positivity, but it's all positive. I'm a person.
You a man.
Right. I'm a man. I'm a human.
You a man.
So that one is God_it manifested, like got milk, like got it. Got it manifested with underscores in between each word. And then I got another page, Better World Universe, Better World _universe, where a lot of my collaborations and interviews and highlighted moments that can shed some light in some type of way, from boxing to speaking with the kids to feeding the hungry. And it's a collaboration with everybody who was in the same purpose of being. So yeah, I'm gonna follow you.
Oh no,
We locked in.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't got social media for real.
That's
So
beautiful.
you know what I'm
That's
saying? Because
beautiful.
I live up under a rock. I just feel like I want my life to be together in real world. And
understand
I've
it.
been on social media, but it's like, to me, I be turned off by like I know you, not judge you, but I
Yeah.
know you. But you on here looking like XYZ, but I
Yeah.
know you in real life, and it's like that. To me, it's like I can't do the facade, I can't do the fake. So I'ma just So I don't have a social media, but I'm Coach K. You come see me. Come see me. So I definitely want to lock in with you, because even when I do start, I want to bring my young men out there, to bring them out there to the streets for real. Like, you think you in the streets, but I want to show you not even being funny. What you been in the streets can lead you if you're not careful.
Right, what it really feel like
to be in the streets.
Yeah, the other side, because every good is a bad. You know, you might enjoy some street things, but just gonna need some things you will not enjoy.
And jail and prison and homelessness, being strung out is one, but that's not spoken of enough.
Indeed.
Is popping perkies. I knew the perk was bad, but I popped it because I'm a gremlin. It's like
a lot of people die.
Bro, what are you putting out there? You know what I'm saying? That's my Florida compadre.
Right.
But it's like, what are you telling our kids? Like, yeah, perk's bad, but it's like, damn, if it's fake, you still tell them, like, yeah, bro, just take it. You a gremlin.
Yeah. I be thinking too, like, it's an outlet for a lot of those rappers, and it just happened to be how they voice their opinion. Some voice it bigger on a bigger spectrum and understand, like J. Cole, or even a Kendrick Lamar. But then you got some like our man's from Miami. I mean, shoot, he's speaking of what he been through. He telling his story.
Right.
And then it's so cut out, because there's probably more he want to say, but he can't say it. So then it's the propaganda of it. You know what I mean? And like you said, the kids gonna listen to it, it's entertaining. He probably mean very well from it, into the probably possible corruptions. Who knows? I don't know. But like, I be feeling like it was an art. It's an art. You feel me? That's why it's embraced and people feel it, because everybody relate to something in it, in the bit. Perks, even this hard time, everybody relate to hard time. They don't relate to what he's saying. They relate to how the rhythm, the music is to touch them.
And it's really the beat. It's more so. I've learned it's more so. If you got a beat, you could be saying I'm a crackhead 15 times in the song, but if your beat is on point,
it's catchy.
Now you got everybody hollering
everywhere.
Crackhead.
Yeah. I guess it's okay, the conditioning, you feel me?
And that's all it is. So I appreciate you for being a disciplined black man.
I appreciate it. It's been a long time.
Oh no, listen, I already know perfection don't happen overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yes, Lord.
So I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
I respect you.